Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Amplify the Soul series by BAMS Fest. My name is Tim Hall. I'm so excited to have you all here with us. We are getting started on such the right foot. We have the amazing Danny Rivera Jr. here with us for the kickoff of Amplify the Soul. I'll be hosting this evening. Again, my name is Tim Hall. I'm one of the members of the BAMS Fest team and super excited and thankful to have you all here with us. For those who don't know who BAMS Fest is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We break down barriers, racial and social barriers to art, music, and culture across Greater Boston. We celebrate and support both artists and audiences with an emphasis on Black and Brown voices, perspectives, and artistry. And what you have graciously joined in to celebrate with us is the kickoff of our Amplify the Soul Summer Series, which is a summer-long digital concert focusing on restoring Black joy, making connections, and building community for music lovers, culture seekers, and everyday people. Today, we are kicking off our wonderful series with the Danny Rivera. So excited to have you with us today, Danny. We're going to jump right into it. Stay tuned. Coming up next is a wonderful performance by Danny. I hope y'all are ready. He kills it. So excited for y'all to see this performance. Here we go.
I, in every area, every aspect, incorporate my soul, incorporate my spirit into any decision that I make, into any show that I play, into any conversation that I'm having. I believe that it's important for us to be present and to, constantly be checking in with our spirits to make sure that we are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing.
Clap your hands like this. Come on. Woo. Listen, the end of the night, we should say goodbye, but we're dancing to the same old song. I ain't felt like this before. We friends or something more. Can't stay too long, call me wrong. Think it's best if we play no games. I don't wanna love you more than you. Baby, if you say you want me, baby, we can love if you ain't gonna leave. If you don't mind, will you let me know? I got a place where we can go and let's go. Hey, you know we both belong. Where has the time gone? I've wasted so long dancing all alone. Lean in if you love me, take a chance, crank the music, turn it up till the song is done. We'll dance all night long. Come on, everybody, clap those hands all night long, yeah. As I drown in my fears, wanting more, you fear saying yes, it could mess things up. If I lose you, I lose the world. Ain't worth the living, girl. Yeah, I wanna know what you think at home. Do you blush when you think about me? Let me look into your eyes and you'll see me. Yeah, baby, if you say you want me, maybe we can love if you ain't gonna leave. If you don't mind, will you let me know? I got a place you ready to dance all night long. Look, such a privilege and honor to join you all for this celebration, to amplify your soul in this time of reckoning and just so much violence and so much darkness. Music is the one thing that we get to hold on to. So I want to teach you this part, because wherever you are, I want you to sing with me. Can you put me in the key, Gavin? Complex. So the chorus goes like this, very simple. And if you learned your nursery rhymes, you should be able to sing along to it. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. One more time. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. All right, so when I point at you, I'm gonna need you to sing along with me. I'll be listening. Here we go. Can I just see you snap with me? Woo! Tell me that what you call love is just more than a feeling. It's not your fault if you don't understand what I'm needing. Because I've been feeling something, I know I can't deny it. But if your love is scheming, there's no use in trying. Just recognize before you fall in love. Here we go, say it. La 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 la. Saying that you really love me, but you don't. I'm trying to pick up all the pieces, still you don't try. This complex love is foolish. Do I have the chance to do this? Prove this to you. I've been feeling something, I know I can't deny it. But if your love is scheming, there's no use in trying. So recognize before you fall in love. So we say la 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 la. Just wait a minute before you fall in love. Just wait a minute before you fall in love. Wait a minute, so you don't break nobody's heart. Just wait a minute, so you don't make the wrong move. Just wait a minute, so you don't get canceled. Just wait a minute, just wait a minute. La 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 la.
I think it's important for us to all find joy One, knowing that joy for me will and can be different than joy for you. I couldn't imagine living without joy. I couldn't imagine that not being a feeling that I have the opportunity to feel. I think it's important for us to be intentional about living from that space of joy and living in joy and being joy.
Are you ready to dance? I'm gonna need you to get on your feet and make some room for this time. Come on, put your hands together. Say you won't tell, I don't feel well, knowing you ain't my lover. Try to play safe, cover your name, ooh, we can't wait too long. Forget what we had, too bad so sad, loving you ain't that easy. I don't know what you thought this was, you're clinging so hard. Feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away. She a downgrade. Should've stayed, catch a break, couldn't wait, run away. My runaway love, run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Listen, y'all. I didn't want love, tried to play tough, but there's no turning back now. You lie on my name, make me to blame if it helps you sleep at night. If you're so sad, roll the tape back. You can watch your song replay. I don't know what you thought this was. You're clinging so hard. Feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away. She a downgrade. Should've stayed, catch a break, couldn't wait, run away. My runaway love, run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Oh, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away. She a downgrade. Should've stayed, catch a break, couldn't wait, run away. My runaway love, run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Oh, run around, run around, run around, run away, love. That's time, say, run around, run around, run around, run away, love. Hey, say 1, 2, everybody clap, come on. Come on, let me see you move, let me see you move, come on. My name is Rivera. Thank you guys so much. We love you, Bams Fest.
There's always been a message behind the music that I've heard, that I've sung, because, you know, people's healing, people's breakthrough and abundance is attached to that music. And so, you know, when I think of music and my whole experience, that's what really, you know, sticks with me even to this day.
Here we go, say it. La 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 la. La 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 la. You're saying that you really love me, but you don't. I'm trying to pick up all the pieces, still you don't try. This complex love is foolish. Do I have the chance to do this? Prove this to you. I've been feeling something, I know I can't deny it. But if your love is scheming, there's no use in trying. To recognize before you fall in love. La 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 la
Let's give it up for the Danny Rivera Jr. That was an incredible performance. Oh my gosh.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir, for just taking us to church and giving us relationship advice. Like you just like, you put it all together for us, all the things that we need the help and the help. So thank
That's
you.
good. That's good.
How are you doing this evening, sir?
I am doing well. I said it earlier with Crystal Haynes from Fox 25 and Catherine, but I am just so blessed to really be a part of the BAMS community and to have had the opportunity to be a part of this incredible festival and lineup. So, you probably can't see the excitement on my face as much as I would love to show it. I'm tired, but I am so grateful. I really am.
Well, I mean, we appreciate you, and it's more than the music. It's the energy. It's the message. It's the way in which you hold space for your artwork as well as for the community, and we just are so appreciative for you being a part of this with us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And much like you just actually named, being tired, we've all had such a wild year and a half. Giving honor to folks that we've unfortunately lost during this time, as well as praise for folks who are still with us. How are you doing? How has this last year and a half been? What's going on for you? How are you holding up?
I would say that I have good days, I have bad days,
Mhm.
and I wish that there were more people who were as transparent in saying that.
Mm,
Because I would do myself a disservice and then also my community if I was saying that throughout this whole pandemic I was chilling.
I'm good.
uh,
Like, come on.
right. No, there are definitely bad days, but I choose not to dwell on the negative because I know that the positive is a lot more powerful. And that's the thing that can sustain me and push me and then ignite the fire inside of me to keep on going. And that's what it has done. That is what it has done. And it's done that for so many of us. But yeah, I think it's important for us to recognize that it's a both and type situation. And whatever we do affects our neighbor. So I'm going to be honest and open.
Absolutely.
It's been an incredible year. Grateful that even throughout this pandemic that I've been able to be a part of a number of incredible events and still playing and growing, and I'm getting paid to gig and to perform and to write music. Nevertheless, it's still a balance that you have to find within yourself. And I think that's what's so special about Amplify Your Soul is that it requires, in order for you to amplify what's inside of you, you got to first know what's in you. So I've been able to take some of this time to really discover and figure out who I am, what am I about, what do I like, what I don't like. So it's been helpful. It's definitely been a helpful time.
Awesome. I hope folks watching and listening, I hope y'all taking notes. Danny up here teaching, he dropping gems. This is good, and I appreciate you for naming that and for welcoming that within our environment. I think it's helpful for us to normalize that it's okay to you can both not be okay as well as appreciate what you are blessed with and what you have available to you. So thank you so much. For folks who don't know about you, please tell us about your roots. Who is Danny Rivera, and like how did music find its way to you?
Absolutely. Born and raised here in Boston, and I take so much pride in it. I grew up, actually a 2-minute walk away from the TD Garden in the North End.
Mm.
And so, to be coming back to that same place years later, it looks totally different, but to be coming back and playing downstairs from the TD Garden and Big Night Live, it was just a full circle experience and really blew my mind. But yeah, I grew up singing in the church, in a Pentecostal church. at the age of 5 years old, and would on occasion snatch the mic out of one of the praise and worship leaders' hands
Yep.
because I was that desperate, I was that hungry for it. But I
Mhm.
grew up around a whole bunch of Berkeley musicians my whole entire life. So while no one in my family is directly musically inclined, a bunch of geniuses. I'm grateful for my parents and my sister and the countless others. But I really got my musical that desire from being around those college students. And so that kind of stuck with me through middle school, and that's really kind of when I picked up my social advocacy work. And then I entered into Boston Arts Academy for high school, where I learned the power of music as a tool for social change and bridging that gap between those two things. And now I'm a student at Longy Conservatory studying classical music. But I'm still deeply rooted in the work that I am doing in the church and other community efforts, and just things that are keeping me grounded. So that's a little bit about myself and how I think I've gotten to this point.
Awesome. Thank you. And I mean, to it's such a beautiful like realization to like make as you get older, when you realize like your roots and your foundation was also the world in which you're living in now. Like you were part of and around music and art and all of those things, and it's still very much a part of you today. I definitely resonate with that as well. Kind of speaking of which, where would you say you draw inspiration from for your art?
In terms of things or people, anything
I
specific?
would say, however, it kind of like it lands for you, because I think that we can be inspired by so many things, from genres to life experiences to particular moments, conversations we may have had with friends or elders or whatnot. How would you say that um, when you are thinking about your craft, what would you say is the thing that excites you the most about being an artist? Like, what do you latch on to that like really does fuel your desire to choose this path? Because this is a choice. This is an active decision to do what we do as artists and to be this. So, what would you say is kind of like the catalyst behind that?
Yeah, I think I learned right after I graduated high school really what my purpose was, and that was to bridge the gap between different groups of people. And I know we have a wide shot right now, so I also want to just catapult off of this and use this as an opportunity to share the fact that I am intentional about bringing those who came before me into the picture. And that those are the people who really inspire me the most. But you have Congressman John Lewis over here, and to my left is the program for the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, that has a number of people, including Dr. King and Mahalia Jackson, and so many people were in that space. James Baldwin, just to name a few. Those are the people that really inspire me. They were unapologetic. Nina Simone, just unapologetic in who they were and what they believed in. And they were ahead of their time, but I truly believe that they were so tapped into their identity and who they were. And who even now we can experience who they still are, right? And still, they've all passed away, but yet their spirit still lives. But they were divinely connected with their spirit, and that's why I do what I do, is to not try to push anyone to do that, not trying to force anyone to connect with their soul or their spirit, or to find themselves, but to just say, hey, look, here's my journey, here's what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure this thing out, and here is an opportunity for you to do the same. So I really do believe that it's people that drive my momentum. I would be nothing without those who have come before me and those who stand even by my side, and then those who are coming after me. I look up to even those who people call the next generation, although they're the now generation. I'm no respecter of any persons, but I have to honor those who are doing the work. And everyone is contributing in some capacity to society, and I'm grateful for that. So that's really why I do what I do. Whether it's in my advocacy or in my music, it's all about people. So that's what keeps me going. But that is, in so many ways, why I do what I do.
Thank you so much for inviting us into that understanding. I mean, it's really important, and we're essentially standing on the shoulders of the giants before us, and having to continue that torch forward, because the work is, as we know, very much know, it's still very much needed, and we are very much
Yes.
living in time where change is what is needed for us to have a better future. So, speaking of which, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of capacity.
Mad work.
It's
Mad
it's
work.
it's it's a lot of work. So how do you care for yourself and protect your kind of creative capacity?
I journal. I meditate. I pray daily.
Mm.
Uh, I pray for those that are closest to me, that they may be able to deal with me, but also embrace me for who I am. I pray for myself. I sit down and listen to music and podcasts that give me peace. 2 weeks ago, I sat in a parking lot of a McDonald's while it was pouring, raining in my car, and just sat there.
Mm.
And believe it or not, Tim, that brought me so much healing. I
Mm.
was searching for it everywhere else. I thought I was going to find it in getting a massage. I thought I was going to find it in booking a vacation, and I found it in the most awkwardest, strangest way. And I'm grateful for that. Like I didn't expect that, but it met me. It met me.
Mm.
And one thing that I will say is, we oftentimes think that we have to search for the answer, but the answer is actually searching for you. The only reason why you can't seem to find the answer is because you keep moving while the answer is trying to find you. Stand still. So that is
I'm
what
telling y'all,
I am
y'all better
learning.
be taking notes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all better take some notes now, because Danny dropping some gems, y'all. Like,
Yeah,
come
we
on
gotta
now.
stand still, stand still. We move around too much. And it's not even physically, it's mentally, it's emotionally, it's spiritually. We try and cling on to things and run away from things that we don't want to deal with. And that is what society has taught us. Run away from trauma. Don't try and figure it out, because you try and unpack it, you're gonna even become more unbroken. But and just have to say this, that it has not been easy for me trying to balance this all out. I'm full time in school, I have a full time job, and I'm still trying to do this thing called music. Right. So I have to find this balance, but I have decided that I will no longer keep moving. I'm going to let it find me, and I'm going to be open and receptive to receiving it. So, that's how I'm right now, like June 11th. That is what I am doing.
There we
And it may
go.
change on June 13th, but right now that's where I'm at.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for saying that. Thank you for naming that. Thank you for allowing yourself to be in that space. And yo, it's free 99 to stand still. It's free 99
Okay.
to sit in your car and be quiet in the parking lot. You don't gotta go spend the
Car
money for
turned
the
off, no
vacay.
gas, no gas running, no
You're good
nothing.
to go. You good to go. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. And thank you. Like I one want to just send the energy of like continuation for that for you, and I hope that folks
Thank
are that lands for the folks who need to hear that, who are on this call right now, and observing and hearing that, because it's so important, especially during such a traumatic year and a half that we've had. It's so important to hear that folks are doing that for themselves, and kind of like more towards what you've been sharing about the work that you have been doing in the community. You've built an incredible following while identifying a very strong voice for civic uplift, for systemic change, for actual change. You've really been amplifying and uplifting voices of the now generation, of the folks who are in the streets, who are community, who are calling, who are, whatever, organizing, whatever work is happening. You've been a part of that in your own way. Is there anything that you're currently engaged in that you want people to know about or hear about that they should be?
Yeah, I started an initiative called the Civic Youth Summit back when there was a lot of, obviously, there's still civil unrest, but in terms of our leadership, I'm not going to mention that person's name, but obviously we were really, committed to mobilizing young people to get out and vote because, we have the power. We do have the power. So, we were trying to engage them. After a few events, we decided that we would come back and reel things in and take a minute to just rest, but also reflect on what would be most impactful. And it was a group of artists, but we were all using our art at every single event as a tool for social change. So, we're getting ready to relaunch and under a new name, under a new mission, but really focusing in on the power of art as a tool for social change and mobilizing art to create a systemic change in our communities, both at the local and national level. So I'm not going to share anything prematurely, but we are, in the process of reworking that out. And, obviously, y'all can feel free to stay connected with me on social media in the meantime, where you probably find out more about that as it comes. But yeah, I mean, like there are a number, even beyond me, there are a number of organizations doing the great work, the good work, God's work, and I'm just privileged to be a part of that work and to be committed to that.
Word. Thank you so much. And it's so important. I remember you all in the planning phases of that and really wanting to 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 do it right the first time. I think that you all really
Yeah.
wanted to put in the effort, the intention, the energy, and the work to really do something that didn't have this like reaction of like, oh, here's youth just doing another thing. It's like, no, this is real, y'all. Like these are real lives that are being impacted. This is real change that needs to happen. This is real policy that needs to get corrected. These are real things that need to happen. So I need y'all to listen for a minute
Right.
and hear what we're trying to say here. So thank you so much. All right, okay, we got a few rapid fire questions. You just you gotta choose
I saw
one.
this on the
You,
list. Like, oh my God.
you gotta choose one, and we're gonna keep it going. All right. Movie theater, popcorn, or candy?
Popcorn.
Word. All right. Neo soul or R&B?
Mm. Let's say neo soul.
Word. Performing on stage or recording in the studio?
Performing on stage.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Tim, let me just say, it's been so hard not being with people in a space.
Yo,
Like that is literally that's what feeds me energy. And I'm like,
absolutely. If anything, the studio kind of like was at least a bit of a saving grace during
right.
everything because you could at least be, small, be in small groups and be kind of a little more strategic in that way. But yes, being around people in general, it's just
Yeah.
it's just so important. Well, Danny, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for the work that you're doing in the community. Thank you for the care that you're giving yourself to continue the good fight. Um, how can we follow you? Anything that you want to announce that you have coming up? Uh, what do you have to share? How can folks keep in touch with you?
Yeah, you can visit me on my website, DannyRiveraJr.com, on social media, Danny Rivera underscore on Instagram, on Twitter. I think it's Danny Rivera Boss. Not that I'm a boss, but because I'm from Boston.
We are boss
Um,
too. It's okay.
Facebook, Danny Rivera. I just want to shout out all of those who played with me. Jason, I'm going to do first names because I'm not going to butcher anyone's last name. Jason, Micah, Gavin, Josh, and just want to shout out Christian Sessoms from the DMV, who is a Berkeley graduate and is now going on to get his master's on a full scholarship in Spain. But he arranged all of the songs for this show, and absolutely just industry beyond industry standard level. I'm just so grateful. So I just want to shout those people out, and I would be nothing without them. So yeah, and then again, Tim and Justin and Catherine and the rest of the BAMS Fest family, thank you all so much again for the opportunity. I'm so blessed, so grateful, and I'm looking forward to the work that we would continue to do together.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danny. We appreciate you. We love you and your work and the work that you're doing in this community. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for checking out the first installment of Amplify the Soul series. Huge shout out to Catherine Morris, the founder of BAMS Fest and the BAMS Fest team. Gigabit, who has been hosting this live series for us. Thank you so much for their work, as well as the Boston Foundation for sponsoring Danny in this first show for us. You can follow BAMS Fest on YouTube, Instagram, on our website, bamsfest.org. Thank you so much. Stay tuned because we have a full summer of incredible artists and performances. So thank you all so much. My name is Tim Hall, and welcome to Amplify the Soul.